The Tyson vs. Paul match may have been a dud, but not for Sydney Thomas. The fight's viral ring girl is speaking publicly for the first time, and even she's stunned by the social media frenzy she's caused. Considering all the grumbling around the Mike Tyson vs. Jake Paul fight, it comes as no surprise that viewers wanted something to distract them from the main event. Luckily for everyone, ring girl Sydney Thomas was happy to waltz her way into the hearts of Netflix viewers. Thomas, a college student at the University of Alabama, was the breakout star of the brawl, and the internet certainly noticed. In an interview with Us Weekly, Thomas admitted to waking up to more than she bargained for. She told the outlet, "My DMs are just insanely flooded right now. There's definitely been some pretty big names and brands that have reached out." Although she's keeping mum on who her potential brand deals might be with, Thomas is also acknowledging that the newfound attention is both welcome and overwhelming. She's even created an Instagram story detailing how stunned she was by it all, writing, "I woke up to an overwhelming amount of love and support from all of you. I can't thank you guys enough or begin to express how grateful I am." As much as Thomas might be in awe of the waves of new followers, it sounds like this is an opportunity she's not about to pass up. On November 17th, 2024, Sydney Thomas took to her Instagram to answer questions and better get to know her fans by doing a quick Q&A session. It was here she divulged that she was recently discovered by Most Valuable Promotions, the promotion company co-founded by Jake Paul, and signing right before Paul's match with Tyson is really paying off. The Tyson-Paul fight was only Thomas's second time performing her ring girl duties, and it seems she's got a solid future ahead of her. In one of her post-fight Instagram posts, Thomas was quick to thank the team at Most Valuable Promotions, as well as acknowledge the historic significance of the boxing match.
We got a YouTuber fighting the greatest fighter that ever lived.
However, the responses to her post prove that Thomas is a blossoming social media darling. One Instagram user already claimed Thomas was an icon. Another summed up the sentiments of many fans by deeming her literally the show. It's clear that the public found Thomas to be more eye-catching than the main event, which has many wondering what her next steps will be. When asked by Us Weekly how she's keeping up with everything, Sydney Thomas admitted that all the newfound attention is still overwhelming but riveting. She told the outlet, "I knew the exposure was going to be awesome. Just the fact that it was being streamed on Netflix and it was such an iconic fight. But I had no idea that all the focus was going to shift from the results to the ring girl being the main star of the event." Now a senior at the University of Alabama, Thomas admits she takes her classes online so that she can have a more flexible schedule. The model does want to continue school and graduate, but also admitted, "I think what's next for me is to continue building up my social media and continue working with Most Valuable Promotions and being a ring girl." In other words, expect to see a whole lot more of Thomas as she pursues modeling and promotional positions.